And Yang Yao looks into the sky. That's probably the best place for coaches to look at when a turnover happens.
Well, Coach Yang always wants his players to run the court. He does not want his point guards coming back asking for the basketball. So every now and then you're going to have an error on the outlet like that. He's probably not that upset about it.
Intal. And his outside range improving with every game.
And all of a sudden, JC in his third year here in the PBA is starting to mature.
I like the fact that he's shooting more from the outside. In the meantime, Villanueva trying to keep in step. And the ball to be retained by the Whoppers.
Well, I was just the opposite, actually. I wanted him to go to the basket more. I used to talk to him about it when he first came into the league because I thought he was settling too much for the three-point shots. And he's really started to, JC has really started to mix it up a little bit better. He knows.
And Jong Yuchiko has also told him to be more aggressive
that's
in every
correct.
game.
Well, he has a better idea of what a good shot selection is now here in the PBA.
Yes. And here he is, isolated. And he is getting to be a first option.
Well, there's no question JC can get it done offensively. He was my leading scorer for a couple of years when he played for me at Ateneo. And he was pretty much unstoppable his last year. This time, he goes into the post area and just shoots right over the defense of Bond, who's also a very athletic player.
Yes,
just like JC.
Aban collecting his first personal foul. .8:18 to go, and Barangay Ginebra jumps out in front by 3. Our team tonight made up of Chicky Reyes. Of course, Leah Cruz will be with us in a short while. In the meantime, here's Buenafe. Here's Sharma. Cabagnot asking for it. Selena Cruz trying to stay with Cabagnot. Here's Sharma in the box, 10 feet away.
And that was a pretty tough jump hook he just threw up there. He missed the easier shot from about 2 feet a little bit earlier. And he already has 4 points in the game.
You don't really try it, that shot from that much of a distance. You want it a little closer, but he still knocked it in. Here we go with Burger King. Aban flies, gets it to go.
Has always been a trademark of the Yangao team. They will push the ball up and take the first good available shot.
Here's Intal looking inside. Intal trying those big strides of his. Kicks it outside, read cleanly by Buenafe. It will stay with Ginebra as it hit Buenafe on the way out.
Shot clock at 6 seconds. 6 seconds.
And the shot clock reads 6 seconds, but hold it. Barangay Ginebra wants to talk things over. I think they will use full timeout back here at the Big Dome in just a short while. Okay, the gentlemen on your screens will be on a collision course. Of course, to left of your picture is Brian Viloria. Don Iñeta is the gentleman to the right, and later on we'll get Leah Cruz to chat with the boxers, and that's going to happen on the 23rd of January. Umaga po yung laban yan. If you have PBA tickets, you can get discounts to that collision course battle. That's coming this weekend. Next weekend. Bilis ng panahon, ano? Here's Cabagnot. Dish off at the last moment to Buenafe, just falls short. Cabagnot picks it up anew. Tries to set up a play here. Aban says, let me do it. Here's Sharma. Shot clock is a problem, but Aban makes an effort to do a twisting shot, just missed out. One-point lead by Burger King. Cruz, Tubid, can't squeeze the trigger. Crossover dribble and a foul called against Buenafe.
Well, Ronald Tubid has been very aggressive as he really has been trying to penetrate to the basket. Maybe a side throw for Ginebra.
Yes, and just the second team foul of Burger King. Mamaril, by the way, is in already for Enrico Villanueva. There's an open shot, yes. And Wilson, his offense has also improved here in the PBA.
Well, if there's an unsung hero on this Ginebra team, it has to be Willie Wilson. A lot of times he has to play the power forward position despite the fact he only stands about 6'2".
And an aggressive takeaway of the basketball. He is trying to ball hawk against Tubid, but Tubid wisely waits for the rest of the team. Mamaril trying to provide the shield. Intal cuts up the inside, twists, and is clipped on the way in.
That's really what you want to see from JC Intal. You want him to use his athletic ability, as he probably can out-jump the majority of the players here in the PBA. And it's always good if he can take the basketball to the basket strong.
What were some of the things he had to work on when he was with you in college, in terms of his basketball skills, Coach?
Exactly what I just said.
Not going as aggressively to the basket.
Well, I thought sometimes in college he settled too much for the outside shot. I thought he could out-jump everybody on the court, so I always tried to encourage him to really just take the ball strong to the basket. Do not worry about avoiding contact. Instead, try to go in there and try to get as much contact as he could so he could live at the foul line and get to the foul line as much as he could.
Meanwhile, that corner shot does not work, and here comes Sharma battling against Mamaril, and Sharma gets it to go. He's off to a good offensive night, I think.
Well, a very awkward move there by Sharma, but he was able to get the 2 points. Take a look at this. Good pump fake there. He gets Mamaril up in the air for a moment. Then he's off balance, falling away, but he's able to have a nice soft touch to get that basketball to go in.
Not exactly a balletic move, but you don't
he'll take it.
He'll take the 2 points and the 3 points. He has 7 of the 14 points of Burger King so far, and it's interesting that the Araneta scoreboard has gone bananas. It's gone bonkers. Suddenly the game is back to 0-0. Well, there it is. Everything. The shot clock, the scoreboard. Sometimes it's so close, it's not going to be charged. It's a timeout. We're back on with the lights, that is. So teams have not really gotten an official timeout.
Well, the referees called it a referee's timeout.
Yep. Which is usually an unlimited amount of timeouts. They could call as many as necessary. And the fans, this hasn't faded over the last couple of over the years. This following of Ginebra, it's still the popular ball club here.
You can pretty much say they've been the most popular ball club since the Crispa and Toyota days. And Crispa and Toyota, they had so many fans when I first came to the Philippines. That was really the game that everybody wanted to watch. And then we know Sonny Jaworski took over the Ginebra team as the head coach and brought a following with him, and that following remains up until today.
Yes. In the meantime, back to the action. Burger King ahead slightly, 14-13, 5:23 remaining here in the opening quarter. Barangay Ginebra hoping to score a win that will make it possible for them to have a shot at the automatic spot. But there's a nice move by Mamaril.
Well, you can see why I feel personally that any big man that I try to coach, it's so very important that he has that jump hook in his arsenal, because that's the easiest shot to get off around. Sharma do it on one end. This time it's the turn of Mamaril to use that jump hook to get a 3-point play.
And Mamaril has collected 3 points, 5:16 to go. Here comes Yi, handoff to Cabagnot. Loses his defender. Yi thought about it. Now sets. Yes.
Well, Richard Yi shooting 57% from the floor in this particular conference.